Yay!
Yay, we're live. We did it. We had some technical difficulties, but we're really here now.
Oh my God.
So I'm here with the fabulous, internationally renowned spiritual medium, best-selling author, TV star, amazingness, fabulous, saucity, Lisa Williams!
Yay, thanks!
And then we have the brilliant, the wise, the wonderful, the crazily creative marketing inspirational guru Mooney. The Mooniverse is the Mooniverse. Woo!
Thank you.
I know.
And if you're there, please say hello.
Come and say hello. I'm actually
yeah. And you're going to share this to your page too. Okay, good.
Oh, you? Yeah. Did you share it to my page? No.
Yeah, I couldn't grab your page. I think somebody had taken me out from being admin or something.
I'm actually doing it. So it unlocked me for some reason. It unlocked me. So I'm now, and maybe I got banned. I don't know, but I'm back.
Mooney, I think we should talk like Lisa.
Oh my gosh, you do that.
I've been trying to get Lisa to embrace her inner New Yorker, and it's not going very well.
I
know. Okay, so let me explain. So my voice therapy person, right? She's amazing, and she was saying, enhance your inner twang. And I said, so you mean you want me to speak American? She went, yeah, kind of. So anyway, I ended up, and I have to do all this, and she's like, now speak now. And I'm like, hey, oh my God.
It makes me self-conscious to even speak in front of Lisa, knowing that that's what she hears when we're talking.
I know. Like, is that really what you hear when Americans talk? Do we sound like this?
Oh my God. Well, I don't know, but it was really funny. She told me to embrace my
Yeah, she's dodging the
really
question.
does, exactly.
No, you're not. You don't almost sound like that. You know what I actually have is sometimes I have this moment where I have to think, if I'm listening to someone, I'm like, are they American or are they English? Yeah, it's so weird. It's so.
Oh, yeah, but you got that girl Gemma right away last Saturday. You were like,
I know. But you know what it was? It was because I heard the accent and I was like, you're from somewhere local. And that's when I said, where are you from? Oh, the Midlands. But where? Well, Worcestershire. But where? And when she said Bart Green, I went, yes, I'm from Redditch. She was like, oh my God.
They're like from the same little town in the UK, Mooney.
What are the odds?
I know. What are the odds of somebody that was in one of the classes? It was just one of those synchronistic moments.
Tiny. Hello, everyone. Look at them all.
Picasso's here and Mark is here and Facebook user and Lisa's here. Lisa Roche. Oh, Lisa, I should have worn the earrings. She does these earrings. I've got Tara Jack earrings on right now. And Barbara Nyman is here and Jacqueline's here and Tiffany's here and Justin's here. Justin! Hello, everyone. Right. Gang's all here. So here's what we want to know. Okay, we're going to have a really fun conversation today. But what I want to know from all of you, how many of you are intuitives, psychic, spiritual mediums? What else, Mooney?
Healers, psychics, mediums, healers, any sort of readers or sensitives or anything like that.
Yeah, card readers, oracle readers, angel readers, any of you. How many?
Or like remember that guy I introduced you to from New Zealand who did the superhero readings? That kind of stuff.
Superhero reading.
Oh, we're going to talk all about that.
All the superhero readings were so fun.
Wow.
Yeah, it was frighteningly accurate. Anybody here? So anyone here? An intuitive? Justin, are you saying yeah?
I know that Barb is. I know that Picasso is. I know that Jackie is. So I'm seeing some people that I know. Brooke is. Yeah,
I'm just calling it. Sylvie, I know is. Okay.
Sylvie is. Yes. Jacqueline Dapper
Yes.
is. Kathleen Rosso is. I know them. I know these guys.
If you are any of the aforementioned topics, this conversation is for you. Stay until the end of this conversation because this is super important. And what I would love, Mooney, is for you to share a little bit about yourself because I can tell everybody what an amazing creative. He's like a writer. He's a marketing guru. He's a creator. He is a business bombshell, brilliantist. Like, what else can we say? Like,
No,
how?
so I've been super fortunate, and now I was looking back on it. We were talking about this before. It's been 13 years since I started in this industry, with which for me is a big chunk of my life, third of my life. But I have had the fortune and the pleasure of being able to work with some of the biggest names in personal development, in spirituality, including these two ladies here on call. And what I've discovered is a way to start to bring forth all of this creative energy in the form of what we love doing, what we're really good at, what fills our soul, what makes our soul shine, what makes our heart sing, and pull that into a world where you could start making money doing that thing that you love. So I started out in my career working with Tony Robbins, who's like the biggest motivator, both literally and figuratively, that you could ever find. And I started there, and I was traveling the world working with him and his team. And then I took a break, and then Spirit was like, nope, you're going to go work at Hay House with Louise Hay. And so I went to go work at Hay House, and I worked with all these incredible authors that, Liz, that you've been able to work with too. And that kind of educated and informed me in how many people out there are looking for this kind of healing, this kind of peace, this kind of joy, this kind of happiness that only spirituality and the pursuit of spirituality can get you there. So That's what I've been focusing on for the last decade plus.
Well, and so what Mooney has basically been doing is uplifting people in this industry, in the spiritual personal development and woo-woo industry. He's the guy.
I love it. If the weirder it is, the better.
Seriously, the weirder it is, the better.
Don't say that, Mooney, because you're going to get some, what's going to happen then.
I know. So Mooney's like
the
like you don't ever see Mooney, but Mooney is like, if you ever see a program like on Lisa Williams's pages or anything, like on some of our pages in the past. So he's the one who does all the background, all the descriptions of things, so you get an understanding of what's coming to you. He's the one who creates all the web pages and makes certain that things are functioning properly, that everybody gets the material that they need. So he is Mooney the Marvel. So somebody said, Mooney, what a marvel!
Jacqueline.
So I'm glad they're both here today because I saw a program that Mooney and Lisa were doing together, which I think is so needed in our world right now. And this specifically speaks to all of you who are out there, spiritual teachers. So you're talking about, specifically for intuitives and psychics and healers and card readers and angel communicators and self-love teachers, all of that. They have created such a massively amazing program directed specifically at teaching you how to uplift your business. Because here you are, this creative artist, this intuitive, this person out there, the spiritual medium, and you probably have no idea what to do next, right? You're like, well, because the creatives don't, and you shouldn't know what to do next. And that's where Mooney and Lisa come in. And that's where this membership site comes in. So do either one of you or both of you want to share a little bit about the membership? Because when I saw, I was so excited. I was like, do you want to come on?
Yeah, I know. So basically for the last, as soon as COVID hit, Mooney and I, we put our heads together and I said, let's create some circles. And we had these moments where it was like, so Mooney and I have bounced off each other for the last 2 years, and he'll say something like, oh, it's not going to work. And I'll say, oh, it's not going to work. And guess what? It always works because we put the energy in, whether it is as what we want it to be, but there's always a success about it. And so we created these circles. And so we started to train so many people. And then they started to say, well, what are we going to do with it? What are we going to do with it? What are we going to do with it? How do we put ourselves out there? And so what we did is we created this one site, one course last year, didn't we? We created it. And it was this massive hit to the point that I think that there was going to be a lynch mob if we'd have stopped doing it. And so we ended up saying, okay, and we put our heads together again and we said, right, let's just really, really put ourselves into it. And now, because I have also, over these last 2 years, I've also done executive training, I've done neuroscience, I've trained in a variety of different self-help stuff. So I've actually moved away from doing mediumship and psychic. I'm no longer doing private readings. It's not something I do. I'll do the big performances, I'll do that, but I no longer do it. So what I do is So we've just put our heads together and we've just come up with this membership course. So
I mean, it's unbelievable because it's for those of you who want to learn how to grow your intuitive, psychic, spiritual medium, card reader business, specifically for that. It's to launch, build, and grow your business. And here's the thing is that nobody's teaching this.
Yeah.
No one is specific. And I want to put the URL right up here. I mean, if you go to lisawilliams.com, you'll find it.
Yep, it's there on the homepage.
Yeah, it's just right on the homepage. Click on it. But here's the direct URL right there. And it's a membership. It's a 12-month membership. Is that correct, Mooney?
Yeah, so it's 12 months. And there's some things to say about it, too. Like, Lisa's not going to say this, so I'm going to jump in and say it for her. What an incredible leader, first of all, to be stepping into this role. Because it's a hard thing for a psychic medium to say, hey, look, I'm not doing readings anymore. Yeah. I'm going to start helping you launch your businesses and for you to step into your own spotlight and for you to go and change the world and for you to go and heal people and heal yourself in the process. It was not an easy decision. She doesn't talk about it. It was not an easy decision for her to say, I'm doing this, but the timing was right. Liz, you said at the beginning of this call, it's pretty obvious out there in the world right now, if you take a look at anything, how much we all need healing, right? How much this is becoming so much more important, especially after the year we've all had. How much we need healing and focusing on getting in touch with spirit and getting in touch with love and compassion and all the things that are going to keep us human through all of these kind of inhuman things that we're going through. And this has been, I think, Lisa, a call for you, a call for me, a wake-up call big time of how much there is still yet to do and how it can't just be Lisa or it can't Liz, it can't just be you. It can't just be me. There's got to be this whole army of beating hearts out there and, soul expanding experiences to help us all get there. That's what is behind this entire program. And so, yeah, we have tutorials and we've got, things that walk you through step by step how to do these mechanical parts of the business. But and I know that that's like sometimes the easiest part. Exactly. There's that whole internal journey that is so difficult sometimes to go from, I really love spirituality to, I'm going to make this happen. I'm going to put myself out there. I'm going to do this. I don't care what people think. I'm going to go and do this thing that I love and help people in the process and then make myself successful. That's what we're trying to aim for. And Lisa, I have to hand it to you, to step up and be a leader like that in this industry and step away from that thing that you've been doing for so long is huge.
Yeah, I mean, it's a big safety net, because it's what I used to do. And thank you. But I remember saying, and I announced it on our staff meeting, and I just said, so I've come to a decision and I'm going to retire from readings. And I think Mooney's jaw hit the floor. I know my assistant's jaw went, okay then, right. And because honestly, and it's so interesting because I had this conversation with an agent of mine years ago, and I said it would be great if I could create the fact that I would have some form of management agency for psychics and mediums to help them pave the way, so I was not the person that do it, because I've always said there's enough dead people to go around. Seriously. There's always enough dead people. I mean, there's two things in life we can guarantee: death and taxes. All right, I'm sorry, it's true.
Although there are some people who have gotten away with not doing taxes, but we won't go there right now.
Let's not go there. But I agree. I mean, you can't escape. Even now, you still can't escape that. But it's like,
exactly.
So it's like, I feel as though I had so many people that were always like, I want a reading from you. And the pressure for me was really hard. So what I've been doing over the last 9 years, was creating, certifying students through my school and certifying mediums and certifying psychics. And they were all up on this directory, and I gave them a little bit of business. And you always found that was one of the classes that I taught that was like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. And so now when we came up with this concept and we went, why not? Mooney's just bigged me up, but he's brilliant. You know this, Liz. And he created this whole course for everybody, like step by step, how to build a website, how to do this, how to do that. But the knowledge, and the thing is, because we're in the industry, I've been in this industry for like 20, I don't actually want to tell you how long. I've been in it for a long time. And prior to that, it was all it was all word of mouth. And
Right.
it is all word of mouth anyway, because that's that's your best form of marketing. But social media, branding, all of these things, everything is changing so quickly. But Mooney's got his finger on the pulse, because he knows what's going on, and he'll say, "Did you hear that?" And I'm like, "I haven't heard what's going on." He's like, "It just got launched," and I'm like, "Okay." Mooney is my new. Mooney is like my news channel. All my news.
But seriously, I mean, even within this industry, even for myself, I've been doing this for 26 years.
Yeah.
I just signed up for a course for myself to learn how to do something new and how to implement something new. Because I think, and we forget this as business owners or as psychics or spiritual mediums, entrepreneurs, when you're in this industry, you have to continue to learn. You have to continue to educate yourself on what's happening out there, because there are lots of do's and don'ts. And one of my biggest pet peeves is when I go to someone's website and, Mooney, I have a feeling you're going to teach this in the course, how to write copy, how to go after. There is an art form to this. Yeah. So Mooney, would you share a little bit about what's going to happen during the membership, because you're going to take people month by month? Do you just want to give people a little bit of insight to what happen? Yeah.
So here's what's happening. And this is, if you get to the page, if you're looking at the link right now, there are two options for this. You can pay all in full, or you can pay by the month. For those of you who are paying in full, we're actually giving you not only the 12 months of coaching, we're giving you the entire 10 lesson course plus 20 videos in the tutorial library, plus a whole bunch of other bonuses and awesome things, so that you can get jump started even faster. So if you want to choose that pay in full option, you get all of that. So the whole point of this course is to help you do the internal work while figuring out how to do the external work. If you imagine, like, there's that famous quote about how we're spiritual beings having a human experience. It's the same applying for when you step into what we're calling the spiritual industry. So when you step into the spiritual industry, you're saying, okay, I'm ready to get this information, but I'm also ready to do this information. And so you are focusing on two different things at the same time, working on two different levels. So when it comes to things like copy, when it comes to even just being able to talk about what you do, when it comes to being able to present what you do in a way that people are ready to hear it, because remember, everything that you do as a spiritual entrepreneur has to make sense inside of the spiritual industry. And Liz, you know about this. Lisa, you know about this. Sometimes you have to kind of wiggle yourself into a category, just like in Amazon, just like when you're presenting something in a platform, you have to say, okay, well, this is what I do, but come and find out more about what I really do.
Yeah.
And that's part of that conversation, and that kind of the joy of, and Liz, I know you know this, like when you're sharing about an event or you're sharing about an experience and you're telling it to your best friend, that's where that magic comes from in the copy. That's where you can say, look, I've struggled with this thing. I've done all this work. I've put 10 years of my life, 20 years of my life into studying this. And now I'm bringing the very best of what I've learned and I'm sharing it with you in this program, in this. And so we're giving you all that language, and the way to talk about it, you can just steal it and use it, because we want to help you get there as fast and as easy as possible. We don't want it to be a struggle. We want you to know that you're not alone. And we want you to know this is totally allowed. You're allowed to take up space. You're allowed to breathe. You're allowed to share who you are. You're allowed to love what you love. Like, it's all there in it. And so every month we're encouraging people, and we do this thing called hot seats, which I love. I don't know how many people really love it, but they love it. We love it. Because we pull people in, and we won't let you get away. And we call it like a loving, gentle, spiritual butt kick. And Lisa says it's more of like a normal butt kick.
It's a big ass kick.
We're kicking butts in this course. And I'm surprised by, and we just did one of these, I am constantly surprised by how the expression of the success of this is different for different people. We have someone who was on the call that she's not a reader. She's not doing readings. She's not even in that channel. She's writing incredible scripts, incredible movies, incredible projects to go out there and having them produced in major mass media. That's how she's expressing her spirituality. There's no rules as to how you can do this. There's so many different ways that this could happen for you. And this kind of incubator, what we're building here, is for you to get real weird and have an entire group of people supporting you.
Oh, I love getting weird. I like
Yeah.
that. Okay, so this is called, it's called Launch Your Psychic Biz Membership. And and it looks like you can pay in full. or you could do a month-to-month membership. And is it a year-long membership? And then maybe you're going to see doing it another year? Because I can't imagine you just doing it 1 year.
I think we're going to keep going. I mean, we're going to start seeing one of the things that we're really focusing on, especially with online business and the way the world is right now, is getting everybody online, getting everyone plugged in. Lisa has an incredible course called Mediumship in the Media. If you buy the full price, that's one of the bonuses that you get, is how to do what you're doing in the media, how to prepare yourself.
Yes, I'm going to become a member. Okay, so here are just some of the topics. I just want to read them out. Yeah. So on-demand video lessons, psychic business mindset, love it. Oh, this is fantastic. This is a great, I want to see this audio lesson. Demystifying the spiritual industry.
Yep.
Love it. Lesson number 3 is launch your psychic business, grow your practitionership, and marketing strategies and Q&A. So you do video lessons, you've got on-demand coaching calls, you've got a tutorial library of 20 plus videos. This is like pretty amazing, guys.
There's a lot of stuff in here.
I'm looking at this.
Even on Mediumship in the Media, I teach everyone what to wear, how to wear it, what shoes to wear, down to how you put your makeup on, you know, how you should wear your hair, what earrings to wear when you wear a particular mic, the whole 9 yards.
Stuff you would never even think about.
You don't even think about it because you know full well that, you know, when you go off and do a TV interview, which now some people are starting to do, then they don't even think about what they should be wearing. They certainly shouldn't be wearing green. They certainly shouldn't be wearing white and black. You know, it's like those things. And they're like, and they certainly shouldn't be wearing lined shirts, you know, those kind of. And
yeah. And you're like.
And they're like, oh my God. Because I really have to tell you, the first interview that I did, which I'll be honest with you, I sat there with Merv Griffin doing this, and I got educated in media by Merv Griffin, who is like the mogul. You know, I looked at it and I said, oh my God. And he looked at me and he did this whole look at me and he went, you need to go and get changed. And I was like, okay. I don't have anything. He went, lesson number 1. And I went, okay. So I'm just bringing all the knowledge that Merv Griffin bought for me as well. So yeah.
I mean, the thing for me, what makes this course so credible, of course, Mooney is there. And Lisa, you've been doing this for 20 plus years. Mm-hmm. You've been out there. You've been in the industry. You've built your career. And Varashka, I see that you said you missed half of this. You can just go back on the video and see it. And Picasso said, you're killing me. You know what? You just do a month and then
however it's going to work for you. You can come in, dip in for a month, check it out. If you want to upgrade to the full thing, you totally have the opportunity to do that too. You can reach out to our team at hello@lisawilliams.com, and we have that all set up and ready to go. So it really is about coming and dipping your toes in a little bit and seeing what resonates with you. That's what I love about working in the spiritual industry is look at all these incredible opportunities for you to connect with spirit or express who you are. Come and try it out and see what works for you and see if that's what resonates and then continue on the journey. So we definitely encourage you to come in, try it out for a month and then just see what you like. But listen, the people in this group, the ones that are already there, Lisa, you can attest to it. I've never seen a more connected group of people who are ready to see not only themselves succeed, but everybody else succeed too. So we're all coaching each other. It's like this big, happy cuddle puddle of joy and success.
And it's so funny because we were on Facebook and I don't know whether you've seen them, Mooney, but all the action boards that I made them do.
I'm freaking out about the action boards. It's so good.
They really are. So yeah, they're having a lot of fun and they're just really enjoying it.
Yeah.
Oh, good. And I love the two of you that you've teamed up. Because this is the perfect combination. Truly it is. Oh, look what Jacqueline says. I love what she said. Such great value. It's time to have fun and work hard at the same time. Yep. Beautiful, Jacqueline. Jacqueline, it looks like you're part of the membership already.
Yes.
And you can jump into it at any time, right? But I would suggest jumping in like now. Oh, Judith is part of the cuddle puddle.
You know, that Liz, it's really, I'm glad you said that because I've struggled with it. I know, Lisa, you've struggled with it. Liz, I'm sure you struggled with this question of like, am I ready? Right? Am I ready to do this? And I think that it has become very obvious to us through this program is, number one, you're never going to be ready. And you can choose to interpret that in 2 different ways, right? I'm never going to be ready, so I may as well not try. Wah, wah, wah. Or I'm never going to be ready, so who cares? I'm just going to do it anyway. Right. That's what we're trying to attach our energy to is, let's just do it. Let's see what happens. Let's try things out. Let's learn things in the process. Let's not judge it. Let's not feel weird about it. Let's definitely all go together in this group of, we're going to try some stuff. It's going to be amazing. We're going to support each other and love each other. And it's going to be this thing that at the end of the day, if at the very least you're able to open your mouth in a public setting when we can all be together, when someone asks you, what do you do? And you can say without flinching or stuttering, this is who I am and this is what I do, and feel proud about who you are. If that's the minimum of what you get out of this course, we've already had a huge breakthrough. Everything else that comes after that is cake.
Oh, I think this is wonderful. I think it's wonderful. Yay. Does anybody have any questions? Anybody have any questions before? I think, Lisa, you said you've got something.
I've got a peach. Yes, I've got.
Leslie Muppet hands. Yes.
Yeah, the Muppet hands.
I don't know what that is, but
It's
I
an
don't know.
inside joke for everyone.
So it's Muppet hands. It's part of the last course.
Yeah.
Leslie's there. Fantastic. The unicorns of the world. Exactly. Yeah. The unicorns, the beautiful unicorns of the world. So everybody, you've got to check this out. This is kind of a once in a lifetime project. This is the first time they've ever rolled something like this out. Mooney's experience is just unparalleled in this industry. And of course, Lisa Williams has been out there for many years, touring internationally, been on TV, done everything there is to do in terms of being a spiritual teacher. So she's got the knowledge, the education, just by living it all these years, as well as Mooney does. So definitely check it out. Here's the URL, and I will post the URL again in the comments. And I know that many of you are seeing this on different platforms right now. We're live on like 8 or 9 different platforms,
including lisawilliams.com. I think we're on.
We're on Lisa Williams as well.
We're also live on mine, so which is good.
Yes. Woo! So I would definitely check this out sooner than later, and you might even see me in it.
Yes. No, you did say that you were going to pop in.
Yes, I would love that. Okay, everybody, that's it for now. Any other? You want to share anything else before we close?
Just that we love you, Liz, and thank you so much. Thank you for seeing it and saying, "Hey, you know what? I really want to promote you guys." So that's awesome. Yeah.
Yeah. You know what? I saw that, Ginger, and I think it's some guy. I wasn't sure, but I saw that, Ginger. I know what you're talking about. I think Lisa saw it too.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
I did.
Okay.
And I said that it wasn't.
Erica must be a part of it. She says it's awesome.
She is. I love Erica.
All right, everybody, go. Yes, recap this conversation. If you're seeing this just now, you're just joining us, go back on the conversation. We're going to end for right now. But have fun on Freak Out Friday.
Thank you. Thanks, Liz.